Greetings, all my loyal subjects out there. King Bob coming at you from King Bob's Kingdom, and today I'm going to go through how I get the PMDG 777 in this beautiful FedEx Express livery. Up and going from a cold and dark state and program the CDU as quick as I can so I can get this thing up into the air. So let's get into the plane, no? So the first thing I like to do is I like to go over to the EFB, electronic flight bag, request new data from SimBrief. Then we can go up top. Battery comes on. Primary external power comes on. Secondary external power, if available, can also come on. IRS on. Cabin/utility on. I like to turn on my left forward fuel pump and then start up the APU. Arm the emergency exit lights, or the emergency lights, by clicking this little cover here. And then turn on my window heats, like so. Verify the nav light is on. Seat belts to on. Verify no smoking is set to on. That's all you need to do. Now down to the CDU. FMC. Over to pause in it. Second page. Copy. Next to GPS here. It's going to put it down the scratch page, previous page, and paste it. And now our position is set. Click on route. Click on route request. Here's our SimBrief route. Warsaw to Frankfurt. Click it. Click set payload. Payload set. Set fuel. Fuel set. I like to clear those out of the scratch pad. We're good to go there. So now we click on select route. It's going to request the route. Sent. It'll eventually say load. There's the load, so we click load. Wait for it to finish loading, and then we'll get an activate. There's our activate. We click on activate. Click on execute to commit those changes. Next thing I like to do is set up my departures and arrivals. Departure arrival, and we're going to pull up our SimBrief flight plan today. Runway 7. There's no SID, it's a direct, so execute that. Click back on index. EDDF, which is over Frankfurt. We're going to click next to arrival here, and we're coming in on runway 25. So next page it to find 25. So we'll use 25 right. It wants us. So we'll choose ILS Z25 right. Do we have a star? We do Kira 5A. So we'll next page it to Kira 5A. We do not have a transition, so we could just click on execute. Click on init ref. Click on 0 fuel weight. And then click on it again to populate it. You can close out your flight plan information there if you would like. And then I will click on accept to accept the perf init data, like so. Now one thing I will do is I'll verify. SimBrief wants me flying at flight level 360. For some reason it's got us at flight 380, so let's correct that. 360. Done. Done. Click on thrust limb. And now we're going to go get us some takeoff performance data over to the EFB. Performance tool. Little shortcut here if you want. click, where's the click spot? Right here where it says Boeing 777, it will move with the ghost hand, the EFB, over to that position. So I click, or what I do is we're taking off, what did we say, 25, no, 07 was the takeoff runway? It was. Let's populate that. EPRA 7. Now we're going to import from aircraft. That's going to put in our weight. I always choose flaps 5. You don't have to, but it's what I do. And click on import weather and then calculate. And you can see it's given us some numbers that we need to populate down here. So the first thing I like to do is look for the rating. It's a TO2, so it's a D-rated takeoff, so we'll click that. Then I look for my cell temp, which today is 48. 48. Put that up at cell temp. And then click on takeoff. Flaps we know are 5. Center of gravity, you can just click once and click again and it will fill it in for you. And you can see 26.1. 26.1 trim speed is going to be important later. And then we just verify that these speeds are correct. 47, 48, 51. They are. So you just click next to them to commit them. 47, 48, 51. You can put this in, but you don't have to. 501.4. It's already there anyways, gross weight. So I just leave that alone. Again, flaps, center of gravity. Commit your takeoff weights, and you're good to go. Then I will set this page back to legs to move the EFB back to its original spot. Click on this hot spot here. Done. Done. The only other thing I like to do is my second CDU. I just like to set it up for progress. And that is pretty much it. Basically how to get the plane up and running and how to program the CDU. Super quick, easy breezy. So this is King Bob from King Bob's Kingdom saying, see ya.